So when you're practicing, it's useful to have your muscle charts with you and your skeletal charts with you, and I've actually taken these ones from the internet, they're Gillian Higgins photos, and just flipped them over just to have next to me. Some of my students will recognise these. They're very useful if you can flip them over so you've got both sides of the horse. But utilise the muscle charts that we've given you as well, and the skeletal charts as well. So just a quick go over, look at the skeletal system of the horse and what you're trying to find. So if we can start up at the atlas, the wing of the atlas. So as long as you can find the jaw groove, you've got your fingers in the jaw groove there, you've got just behind that a bony bit, which is the wing of the atlas. And then you've got a little bit of a soft dip, which is C2. So you've got C1 at the atlas and then C2. And then if you glide your hands over the neck, over sort of the lower part of the neck, brachiocephalicus, you'll find you just go over these bumps, so the bumps of the vertebrae. And you should be able to count from C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just the beginning of 6 on the cervical vertebrae. And then going to the scapula, if you can sort of feel the outline of the scapula to the point of where it kind of meets the triceps. So if you kind of go around the front, up over the top, around the back, then you're kind of falling into the triceps, and you can feel that tendon of the head of the triceps there. And you can kind of join that up to the shoulder joint. So you've got that outline of the scapula. And then sort of nearish the front, but kind of halfway nearish the front though, you've got this bony line, and that bony line you can kind of feel if you move the skin left and right, you'll feel that bony line, and that is the spine of the scapula. So you've got the shoulder joint here, so you've got the humerus, you've got the end of the scapula, and then you've got the beginning of the humerus, the shoulder joint here, which goes down to just below the point of elbow. The point of elbow, the olecranon, is actually the top of the bone underneath, the ulna. So you've got the joint here, and then you've got the ulna popping up as the point of elbow, and the radius kind of more at the front, and then going down to the knee, where you've got the rows of bones at the carpus, and going then down into the cannon bone, splint bone, and so on, and phalanges. So with regards to the withers, the very first sort of bit of the wither you can feel is around T3, the others are very deep. The highest point of the wither is around T6, and then sort of the rear of the withers is around T10, thoracic 10. If you carry on down the back, around the middle of the back you've got T13 to 15 where you sit, and then if you follow the ribs, the rear rib, up to where it meets the thoracics, you've got the junction between the thoracics and the lumbar vertebrae, and you've got your 6 lumbar vertebrae up to a dip where you've got the lumbar sacral junction, and then you've got the sacrum beyond that. And then if we find, we've got a nice big bony bit here, so you've got a tuber coxae here, you can outline that quite easily, point of hip. The highest point of the hindquarters is, we call it the croup, or it's the tuber sacrale up there, from the bony point of view. And if you go round to the rear of the horse, and you've got the tuber ischia, so pointer buttock is also the tuber ischia in terms of bone. And then if we look at the side of the horse here, if you have a little rummage, you'll feel quite a firm area, which is the top of the femur. So you've got the greater trochanter here, which is a bit like a rabbit ear, if you like, or an ear of an animal sticking up. And then you've got the joint just underneath that. And that sort of ear, if you like, that's the greater trochanter, is a very strong attachment for the gluteus medius muscle, which enables propulsion, fast movement, kicking out. And then if you imagine underneath all that flesh going down to the stifle, you've got the femur, and you've got the patella sitting just above the joint between the femur and the tibia, tibia and fibula, tibia being the bigger bone, tibia, and going down the limb to the hock joint or tarsus joint. And then obviously that then goes down to cannon bone, splint bones, and the phalanges further down. So hopefully that will help you a little bit when you're trying to find the bony areas on your horse. And when you outline them, you don't need to be amazing. It doesn't need to be a Gillian Higgins, but you can if you like. It could be useful in the future if you're doing some talks for anyone. But just need to outline those key points and then annotate that. So enjoy.